told us love is supposed to hurt, that if you really care about someone, you should be scared of losing them. That love means needing, holding on tight, depending. But here's the truth. That's not love. That's fear wearing a mask. As Carl Jung put it, attachment isn't love. It's fear in disguise. When you're attached to someone, it's not just about love. It's about fear. You feel like without that person, something inside you breaks. Like your life loses meaning without them. Like your self-worth depends on their attention, their validation, their love. But that's not love. That's emotional dependence. Real love doesn't chain you. It doesn't trap you in fear or insecurity. Love is freedom. Love is choosing someone, not needing them to survive. It's about sharing your life, not using someone to patch the holes in it. Most people confuse love with attachment because they've only known relationships built on fear. Fear of being alone, fear of not being enough, fear of losing someone and feeling empty again. So here's the question you need to ask yourself and answer honestly. Do you love that person, or are you just afraid to be without them? Attachment feels like you can't breathe without them. Like without them, you're not whole. You say it's love, but it's really about needing someone else to fill a space in you. The problem isn't loving. It's believing that love only exists when that person is around. That without them, you're not enough. If you think your happiness comes from someone else, you become a prisoner of that connection. You live in fear, fear of change, fear of abandonment, fear that they'll stop loving you. That's not a relationship. That's a cage. When love is real, it lets you be yourself. It flows. It grows. It doesn't grip you with fear or make you beg for stability. But attachment, it controls you. It tells you that you need this person to feel okay. And that belief, that false belief, is what keeps so many people stuck in toxic patterns. If you feel like you'd fall apart without someone, that's not love. That's a warning sign. It means you've handed your happiness over to someone else. You've made them the anchor for your self-worth, your stability, even your identity. And when that happens, you're not in a relationship. You're in emotional captivity. That's why detachment is so important. Not because you need to walk away from everyone you care about, but because you need to walk back to yourself. When your well-being depends on someone else, you give away your power. If they stay, you're happy. If they leave, you collapse. Deep down, you know that's not healthy. Love shouldn't feel like a panic attack waiting to happen. Carl Jung once said, "Love doesn't need to possess. It only needs to understand." When love comes from connection instead of control, you stop needing to grip so tightly. You stop being afraid of change. You stop confusing love with ownership. Here's the hard truth. If fear is running the relationship, it's not love that's holding it together. It's anxiety. And when you let fear drive your actions, you'll do anything to avoid being alone, even if it means losing yourself in the process. But letting go doesn't mean losing. It means reclaiming your space, your freedom, your peace. You don't let go because the love wasn't real. You let go because your sanity, your wholeness, your future are more real. You let go because you've realized that holding on hurts more than releasing ever will. We're taught to believe that letting go means failure, that if you walk away, it's because you gave up. But here's the truth most people avoid. Letting go isn't the end. It's the beginning of healing. When we lose someone who meant a lot, the pain is real. It hits hard. It makes you question who you are without them. And most people respond in one of two ways. They either get stuck in the pain, reliving the past over and over, or they shut down completely, building walls to never feel that pain again. But here's what Carl Jung taught us. What you deny controls you. What you accept transforms you. If you try to heal by ignoring your feelings, all you're doing is burying the pain deeper. It doesn't go away. It just waits. And eventually, it comes back disguised as insecurity, anxiety, or anger. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending you're okay. It means allowing yourself to feel without getting stuck in the feeling. Let yourself miss them. Let yourself cry. Let yourself remember what was good and grieve what was lost. You're human. You're supposed to feel. The only pain that destroys you is the pain you refuse to process. We live in a world that tells us to move on fast, to be strong, to distract ourselves, to pretend we're over it before we've even begun to feel it. But that's not healing. That's escaping. And the more you escape, the more that pain grows in the dark. Ever met someone who says, "I'll never love again," or "I can't trust anyone"? That's not strength. That's unhealed pain in disguise. You don't become stronger by closing your heart. You become stronger by opening it again, wiser this time. The goal isn't to avoid love or protect yourself from every emotion. The goal is to love in a healthier way, without fear, without losing yourself. You can let go of someone and still appreciate what they meant to you. You can move forward without bitterness. You can remember the love without being chained to the past. Healing isn't about shutting down. It's about opening up, just with better boundaries this time. We're not taught to feel our pain. We're taught to run from it. But you can't heal what you don't face. If you want real healing, you have to feel it. The sadness, the anger, the longing, all of it. Let yourself go through it. Don't judge it. Don't rush it. Because the pain you embrace begins to dissolve. But the pain you repress, that becomes baggage. That becomes trust issues. That becomes fear that follows you into your next relationship. Here's what no one tells you. You can let go and still love. You can move on without erasing what you shared. Letting go doesn't mean it didn't matter. It means you matter too. And there's a massive difference between letting go with love and letting go with suffering. If you see it as a loss, it'll feel like something was ripped from you. But if you see it as an act of self-respect, a step toward peace, it becomes a beginning, not an end. The more you cling, the more you bleed. If you've ever tried to hold on to someone who's already emotionally gone, you know this pain. The more you chase, the more it hurts. The harder you grip, the faster it slips through your fingers. Because attachment doesn't strengthen the bond, it strangles it. If the connection is real, it doesn't need to be forced. If someone truly wants to be in your life, they will be. And you won't have to beg for it. When you cling to someone who's no longer there, you're holding on to an illusion, a version of the relationship that only lives in your memory. So ask yourself honestly, how much longer are you going to fight for something that already let go of you? How much more energy will you spend trying to revive what's already gone? Letting go is power. It's how you take your life back. Because the truth is, the one person you really need is you. Not because others don't matter, but because without self-love, no relationship can be truly healthy. You can't love someone else if you've abandoned yourself. You can't build something strong if it's rooted in fear. You can't show up for someone if you're running on empty. Letting go isn't the end of love. It's the beginning of loving better. It's how you choose yourself again. It's how you make space for what's meant to find you, without forcing, without chasing. When something is for you, it won't require you to lose yourself to keep it. And now you're at a crossroads. Are you going to keep holding on to what no longer exists? Or are you going to choose yourself completely? When you lose someone important, it can feel like a piece of you is missing. But this is where most people get stuck. They either drown in the pain and stay there, or they shut down and never allow themselves to love again. Carl Jung said, "The most powerful influence in a person's life is the life they refuse to live." That doesn't just apply to parents, it applies to all of us. When you stay in a relationship that demands you silence your needs, when you lose yourself to hold on to someone else, you're not saving love, you're abandoning your life. And that's the worst loss of all. So ask yourself, are you holding on out of love? Or are you just afraid to be alone? Sometimes we think we can't let go because we love too much. But if you look closely, what you'll often find isn't love. It's fear. Fear of being alone. Fear you won't connect with someone else. Fear of facing yourself when the distractions are gone. But here's the twist. That emptiness, it was there before they ever came along. You just didn't notice it until they left. Their love didn't fill the void. It only covered it up. And no one can heal a part of you that you've refused to face yourself. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace over chaos. It means no longer pouring your energy into someone who's already moved on. It means putting yourself first, not because you're cold, but because you're finally awake. Letting go isn't about cutting love off. It's about cutting the suffering. True detachment isn't bitterness. It's not erasing the past. It's remembering what mattered without staying stuck in it. You can let someone go and still wish them well. You can walk away and still be grateful for the chapter you shared. You can move forward, not with resentment, but with clarity. If you let go from pain, it'll haunt you. If you let go from love, it will free you. Because when you cling, you suffer. But when you trust yourself, you rise. You didn't come this far to stay broken. You came here to break through. Use the pain. Let it teach you. Let it shape you. If it made you feel insecure, build your confidence back up. If it made you lose direction, use it to find what truly matters to you. If it showed you were giving too much and getting too little, then learn to draw the line, clearly and firmly. Every scar you carry is proof that you survived. But healing means more than survival. It means becoming someone stronger because of it. When you let go of someone, you don't lose yourself. You finally meet yourself. Because if you come out of a painful experience and you're still the same person, you didn't grow, you just endured. But if you take what happened and you let it sharpen you, deepen you, wake you up, then nothing was wasted. Pain doesn't have to harden you. Let it make you wiser. Don't stop trusting. Learn who's worthy of it. Don't carry resentment. Carry the lesson. Life isn't about avoiding pain. It's about rising from it. This isn't the end of your story. It's just the part where you reclaim your power. So if you're in the middle of letting go, if your heart feels heavy, remember this: you're not breaking, you're becoming. You're not losing, you're evolving. You're not done, you're just getting started. Now take everything you've felt, everything you've learned, and choose yourself fully. Finally, no fear, no chains, just freedom.